Mr. Hunter, thank you for joining us. You went through this race with John McCain.
Chris.
He won the nomination to run for president. But look at these numbers. What do you make of a 13-point spread now, a 13-point lead in the New York Times poll today for Barack Obama with just about a week of campaigning to go?
Well, first, I saw the AP spread, which was 2 points, and I think the real spread is probably somewhere in between. But, you know, John McCain was down 20 and 30 points in the primary at one point. That guy came back and won, and one reason he won, I think, is because people look at the depth of John McCain, and I think if voters feel that this is a year and an era in which national security is the primary issue, and I think it's going to be. I think with what's happened in Iraq, Iran, the potential for an emerging Russia, they look at a guy who, while he wasn't as eloquent as Barack Obama in his debates, he knows how to spell one word very well, win. He knows how to win, and Barack Obama's major mistake was when he said we were going to lose in Iraq. He was against the surge, and if we had followed his suggestion, his proposal to get out, we would see al-Qaeda recruiting halls jammed with volunteers right now, and the extremists would be chanting that they had won this war against America. I think if people look deeply into the background and the judgment of these two individuals, they will see an Obama who failed on the major test, the major foreign policy test of his time, and a John McCain who was absolutely right.
Well, Congressman Hunter, if you're right, the McCain campaign is dead wrong because they have not talked about the Iraq War for the last several months. All they've talked about is a long list of issues that seem so sundry and novel as to be irrelevant. The fact that Barack Obama is a celebrity, and it was showing in his big crowd in Berlin that he taught sex education to young kids, that there was a lipstick on a pig reference. All these diversions that they've used, the fact that he might be anti-American, this whole thing that they're pushing about socialism, about Joe the plumber. What's that got to do with the security issue you say is the winner for him?
Listen, McCain's, all campaigns have many, many dimensions, but in John McCain going after, for example, Joe Biden, talking about the major crises that Joe Biden says Barack Obama will face, the national security crises, John McCain came right back at him saying he hasn't been tested. I think John's wrong in that case. I think he has been tested. He was tested on Iraq, and here was a guy with great teeth, great speaking style, excellent politician, and a superb debater, but when it came to the major issue of his time, could we win or lose in Iraq, he was wrong. John McCain was right. Americans want a guy who's going to win on foreign policy because that's going to be the major issue for the next 5 to 10 to 15 years.
Congressman Israel, we just heard from Congressman Hunter that the winning piece of this man's vocabulary, the winning piece of his resume is he has a nice smile, he has good teeth. Is that your assessment of Barack Obama, why he's the first African-American with a real shot to be President of the United States and is 13 points ahead of his Republican rival, that he has good teeth? Would you say that would be your estimate of his
Also a good debater and very eloquent.
Chris, I agree.
That's an advantage, apparently.